Hey everybody! So I am back today with part 2 of 50 facts about me. If you see me looking off to the side, it is because I have my notes because I can't remember everything that I jotted down. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so number 1 for part 2 is I love music, and I love all kinds of music. Anything from rock, rap, not really that big into country, but I would listen to it. I definitely cannot get into like gospel, opera, stuff like that I cannot stand. But if I had to listen to it, I would listen to it just because I do appreciate all types of music, because it takes talent in each different type of genre of music. A lot of people argue me saying that there's no talent in rap. You kind of have to rhyme. A lot of people can't rhyme. Some people think that rock, there's no talent. You have to play an instrument to make and produce your music. So I don't know how people don't think that there's talent behind music when there is. Number 2 is I have always wished this, even 30 years later, I have still wished this. I have always wished that I had a twin. When I was little, I always used to ask my mom why she didn't have a twin. And she's like, I guess because it wasn't meant for you to have a twin. And when I got older, like where she could just tell me whatever, she's like, I will never forget this day. I'm like, why the hell did you not give me a twin? And she's like, honey, I am sorry that your dad didn't shoot 2 of you. And I'm like, too much information there. So I've always wanted a twin. People who know me personally are always like, girl, the world could not handle 2 of you. And I'm like, yes, I can. I don't know, I've just always wanted a twin. I think what inspired me was when I was younger, I was obsessed with Mary-Kate and Ashley. Yeah. Alright, number 3. I think I was born in the wrong time era. Now, don't get me wrong, I was born in 87, and my teenage years, my kid years were in the 90s when you had like all the cool toys and all that stuff. And then my teenage years was like in the early 2000s and all that. I am 100% glad that I grew up before social media has corrupted the world. That is one thing I can say, but if I could turn back hands of time, I would probably want to live and be raised in the 80s, like a teenager in the 80s, like wilding out with my big 80s hair, going to Woodstock, or not Woodstock, that was in the 60s, bitch. Going to like big hair bands, like all the good rock and roll bands were alive in the 80s. I mean, they're still alive, but they were banging and performing and all that stuff, which, I don't know, I just really think I was born in the wrong time era, because I am obsessed with the 80s. Alright, number 4 is I'm obsessed with mobsters. Yes, I love the history of mobsters. Bonnie and Clyde. Who was that one guy? Al Capone. All those guys, like, I was seriously obsessed with all them. I think I own like every mobster movie out there. So yeah, I don't know, I just really like how, I guess because I have a corrupt mind, I just felt like even though being a mobster was probably not one of the best ideas to be, because like they killed people, innocent people, but sometimes it wasn't innocent people. A lot of it was in the circle of the mobster, like a snitch, a rat, whatever. But I just felt like mobsters got shit done more than our government. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there'll be somebody out there who disagrees with my opinion, and whatever, that is what makes this world such a beautiful place, is everyone's entitled to their opinions, but people also forget that you are entitled to your own opinion. Just because your opinion doesn't agree with everyone else's opinion does not mean that your opinion may be right or wrong. Alright, number 5 is I love Norman Reedus. Woo! And we ain't even talking Walking Dead, girl. We are talking all the way back to Boondock Saints. It's like, damn, who is that little sexy redneck? Hey, how you doing? So, Norman Reedus, if you're seeing this and you're in Tennessee, come say hey. Number 6, my all-time favorite TV show is The Walking Dead. I am obsessed with zombies. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I love gore, horror. I love gross stuff. The grosser it is, the more I'm intrigued. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know. I just really love zombies. I don't know. I've always wished that we would have a zombie apocalypse just so I could see exactly what a zombie apocalypse would be like. The only thing is I would want a zombie apocalypse, but I would not want to be eaten by a zombie, because I think that would suck ass. Alright, my all-time favorite movie in history is The Notebook. I love The Notebook. I don't know, it was very well written. And the thing I think why I loved the movie so much is because I just couldn't get over the fact that he was such a sweet man, to the point to where when she lost her memory, that he read that story to her every day just so he could get just a couple minutes of her remembering him. I don't know, I just thought that was really sweet. That was really romantic. And I wish that in real life, men could really be like that. But we just keep dreaming. We're Alice in Wonderland, so. Alright, number 8 is I hate people who lie. Why do you have to lie about something? Why can't you just, I don't know, I guess because I don't lie that much. Like, when it comes to like serious situations, I'm going to be straight up and forward with you, because it's like eventually somewhere down the road that lie is going to come back and kick you in the ass, and then you're going to be like, oh my God, why said this, and then this person's catching on, and it's like, why even go through the fucking trouble and the drama of that? I would much rather be hurt with the truth than a fucking lie. Alright, number 9 is I hate fake ass people. I can't stand it. And we live in a generation that is full of fake ass people. The thing that really irritates me is so many people would much rather act the same than to just be yourself and express yourself. I mean, I don't understand why so many people have to like be in the same category to be accepted. It's like the world doesn't thrive that way for me. I don't know. That just irritates me because I don't act and I don't follow people so people can accept me for who I am. If people are going to accept me for who I am, they will accept me for who I am. I'm not going to act like somebody so you guys can like me and whatever. That just irritates me to no fucking end. Alright, so I had to reposition you guys. Alright, number 10 is I would physically die without my phone. The reason being is because I have so much stuff in my phone. I have anything from my bank account, my credit card accounts, all my social medias. Everything that I need is held in this phone. So I would seriously die without this phone because I would not know what to do. And that's sad to say when I was brought up in a generation where you didn't have a cell phone. You had to just depend on someone calling your house phone and you driving to meet them and hoping that they don't stand you up and all that great wonderful stuff. So number 11 is I love coffee. I am a hardcore coffee drinker, which is extremely bad because I'm trying to lose weight, but I just can't get rid of my coffee because, I don't know, it just really helps me in the morning, especially when I'm having bad mornings. And I love coffee as much as to hot, to cold, and to any type of way that coffee can be served. I love coffee. Alright. My all-time favorite dog is, and this has been my favorite dog since I was a little kid, and that is a Rottweiler. Growing up, I had always wanted a Rottweiler. I don't know, I just fell in love with, I think that their collaring scheme is extremely beautiful. And I love the dogs that have their tails cropped, and I think you crop their ears. I don't know, I think they fold over. But yeah, I had always wanted a Rottweiler. My mother would never let me have a Rottweiler because she said that they were mean dogs. So I was never able to have a Rottweiler. And still to this day, I have never had a Rottweiler. Alright, number 13 is... This is a very bad addiction problem that I have, and that is I smoke cigarettes. So I would advise if you are someone who don't smoke, don't try to smoke because it's a nasty habit. It turns your teeth yellow. Your hair smells like smoke after a couple days. Your clothes smell like smoke. If you smoke in your car smells like smoke. It's just a bad habit, so don't smoke. Alright, if I had to choose my favorite alcohol, go-to drink would be a Bud Light. Yes, I am a beer drinking girl. I do like to drink wine and stuff like that, but I would mostly rather grab beer than wine. Just because, I don't know, burping, excuse me. I don't know, I just love beer. I would much rather drink beer over hard alcohol, mixed fruity drinks. I don't know, it's just I'm a beer girl. And my favorite beer is Bud Light. Alright, I always have to smell good. I don't care, like, if I can smell my armpit juice coming through, I have to get in that shower just because if I don't want to smell you, I'm pretty sure you don't want to smell me. I don't know, I've always been like that since I was young. I just could never... I never wanted to stink. Like, I had no desire to want to stink and, like, make another person's day bad because of my body odor. Alright. My father is deaf, which I had, when I was younger, I had to be tested, like, every week, I think, for a longest time, to make sure that because most of my dad's family is hard of hearing, and I had to be tested a lot to make sure that I didn't become hard of hearing, because it did run in his family. But I am 30 years old. I'm not going to say that one day down the road my hearing could go out, because you have no idea what's going to happen. But as of right now, I can hear clear and perfectly as day. Hopefully it stays like that, because I have always felt bad for my dad, because I'm like, even though I know once you lose a important thing in your body, you gain other senses, other places. But I have just always wondered, like, all the stuff that he has missed. And he is 54? Yeah, 54 years. You just wonder, like, has he always wished he could hear? I mean, of all the things that he missed, like, you know how people get so excited when they hear their baby's first voice and all that stuff, and he missed out on all that stuff. So I just feel really bad, and it really irritates me when people make fun of people with a handicap, because I was raised with people who do have handicaps, and you know, they cannot help that they have became like that. There is no control whatsoever. So if you see somebody with a handicap problem, do not make fun of them, because they cannot control that at all. It's something that is genetic. It's not like they went to bed and the next morning they woke up with a crippling problem, or they cannot no longer hear, or they became blind. It doesn't work that way. So just keep in the back of your mind that this is something that they cannot help and whatever, so don't make fun of it. That shit irritates me to no end. Alright, number 17 is I do know American Sign Language, because due to my father being deaf, that was the only way that we could communicate with him, was signing, and that was how we communicated with him. He could speak, but when he spoke, you could not really understand what he was making out, because it just sounded like, I don't know, you would have to hear a deaf person. It's like they're trying to talk, but it's like they know what they're saying, but it's not coming out right, because they were probably never taught to speak. I'm sure there are people who are deaf that can speak because they were trained to speak. But my father was not one that was able to talk. And when he talked, he just sounded like a bit like that when he would talk. So that is that. I know sign language. Number 18 is I have two sisters. Now, the problem with my two sisters is I have not seen my two sisters since I was in diapers. My mom gave birth to two other girls before she gave birth to me. I don't know the whole story, and I'm not going to explain it on here because that's personal business. But she had to leave them with the man that she was with at the specific time. And I have not yet seen my sisters. I've seen them on Facebook, but that's not really seeing them and knowing anything about them, because people can type whatever to make you think whatever. Alright, so number 19, we're almost done. Number 19 is I was born in West Virginia. Yes, I'm country, y'all. The only reason why I really don't act that country is because when at the age of 5, my dad got a job at the post office in Colorado, so we packed all of our stuff up and we left, and I was raised till I was 12. Yeah, so 7 years I lived in Colorado, and then they split up, and then we moved to Florida, which Florida, I don't even consider that a country, like a country. A southern state is because Florida is its own country. I mean, if you know anything about Florida, you know there is something wrong with them Floridians. But most of my life, I was raised in Florida. And then just recently, 4 years ago, I believe, I moved to Tennessee. So, yes, I was originally born in West Virginia. No, people in West Virginia don't act like those stupid people that were on that TV show. That was a little overly exaggerated. And no, we don't act like The Wrong Turn. Do I look like one of those people that go around eating and shit like that? No. Number 20 is I am very geeky and nerdy when it comes to certain things. I am a big time Nintendo freak. I love nerdy and geeky stuff. Sue me. I love Batman. Batman is one of my all-time favorite comic book characters. So yeah. Number 21 is I cuss a lot. I'm pretty sure you guys figured that out already. And one of the biggest words I use is the F word. I don't know why. I have always cussed, and the F word, it just goes with everything. Like, fuck this, fuck that. What the fuck are you doing? Alright, 23 is I am very comfortable in my skin. Now, at one point in my life, I was a little overweight. I'm still overweight. I'm not like 600 pounds, but you know, I have some weight that needs to come off, and you know, I'm trying to work with losing weight, but also at the same time, I still don't really care what people say or think about me. I have a double chin. I don't care. Shit happens when you get older. Shit happens. I'm telling you, your body changes. I mean, people think like, I remember when I was 18, I'm like, oh, I'm never gonna get old. I'm never gonna gain weight. I'm never gonna lose my eyesight. Girl, I didn't even make it to 30. And I can't see. I'm filming this video and I can't really see, but hey, whatever. I want to show off my eye makeup. So yeah, I am very comfortable in my skin, and everyone else should be comfortable in your skin. Don't try to be somebody that someone else wants you to be, because you will never be happy with yourself. Accept who you are, embrace it, and just go out there and just show the world. Like, I really am loving the fact that thick women are becoming a big trend nowadays, because it was back in the day, it was like you had to look like a Victoria's Secret model before someone wanted to talk to you, look at you, or do anything, and it's like, dude. And I'm really loving the fact that excuse me, that men aren't afraid to show that they do like women who are thicker, that don't look like a Victoria's Secret model. And you see that and you're like, damn, you know what? Why couldn't the world have been like that a long time ago? Because then maybe that would cut down on a lot of cheating, sending sexual transmitted diseases, because everyone thought that you had to look like a Victoria's Secret model before you could get a man. And now us thick women are the ones that are getting the man. Yes, honey. But anyways, even if you are skinnier, thick, whatever. You are beautiful. Don't let no man, no woman tell you otherwise, because you are beautiful. You were made to be the way that you are. If you have bigger hips than somebody else, embrace it, girl, because I'm going to tell you right now, there are so many girls that wish they had hips. There are people who go out and get damn implants, body reconstructors to look that way. What does that tell you? Because they know that that's what people want, is that build. They want that curvedness to them. So if you, whatever size you are beautiful. You are beautiful, girl. All right. Number 24 is, I am extremely happy with my life, my progress, everything that has, even when my life was at a negative, I still am very happy with the way that my life turned out. Because if my life didn't turn out the way that it did, then I probably wouldn't be the person that I am today. I see it as, when I was growing up, I have seen a lot of shit in my life, okay? I'm 30 years old. I'm not 50 years old, so I can't say like I've seen a lot of shit, but I have been through a lot of shit, which I'm not going to discuss a lot of it because some of it is very personal. But I am telling you, I have been through a lot of shit in my life. I have been bullied. I have been just whatever you can think of. I have been through it. And I sit back and I think to myself, yes, that's sometimes why I have a lot of anger in my life, which I'm trying to cut down and take that part out of my life because I've been through so much negative stuff. But I look at it all and I say, you know, that all was a test to either learn from it or to continue doing it and get nowhere. So what I did is I learned from it, changed it, and made it better so I wouldn't have these problems nowadays. So I'm extremely happy with the way that my life has turned out, why I am the way that I am, why I'm an aggressive person, why I don't put up with a lot of people's bullshit, because I've had it, but also at the same time, I am very nice and I will do anything for you until you cross me. Then that's kind of when everything changes between me and you. And the even more good part is I will still be civil to you even when I know you have done me wrong. So that is that. And you know, when you have an attitude like that, that makes you even more beautiful as a person. You just gotta look and just say to yourself, you're more better than that person. So yes, I am very happy with my life. I am very happy with the way that my life has turned out. And number 25 is, last but not least, is I love my family, my friends, and most of all, importantly, I love you guys. You guys rock. I just love the fact that I can come on here and I can express what I like, and other people like the same things that I like. It's just amazing how when you live somewhere, a lot of people might not like your style because you're the different person. But then you come on here and you have people around the world who are probably going, oh my God, is there anybody out there that's anything like me? Yes, there is. They just might not be in the same county, state, or whatever that you live in. But you know what? You can always make friends wherever you are. So that is awesome. You guys rock. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon in my next video.